Family. Such a small word for something that can ruin you so completely. When I was a child, my mother used to say, "Sisters are forever." Now I know she was half right. Forever, yes, but not always in the way you hope. Claire was born 3 years after me. From the beginning, she was the golden one, glowing, loud, magnetic. People were drawn to her like moths to a flame, and I was the quiet one, the observer, the one holding the bucket of water behind her just in case. Our mother adored her. Our father, when he was sober enough to care, said I was steady, but Claire was special. Special. I learned early that special meant rules don't apply. When she got caught stealing from a store at 15, I lied for her. When she crashed my car at 17, I told my parents it was me, because she'd cry and my mother would say, "You're the strong one, honey. Let her be young." And so I did, for 28 years. When Daniel came into my life, I thought I'd finally found balance. He was calm, reliable, someone who looked at me the way no one ever had. Like I was enough. He worked in finance. Nothing glamorous, but solid. We met at a friend's wedding, and within a year we were married. Claire was my maid of honor. She gave a toast that made everyone cry. To my sister, the heart I wish I had. I should have known that was the first lie of many. It started as small things. Daniel began texting more often, smiling at his phone. Claire visited more. They'd laugh at inside jokes. He'd say, "Your sister's hilarious." She'd wink and say, "Oh, stop. You're going to make your wife jealous." And I would smile, because what else could I do? They were family. Then one night, Daniel came home late, reeking of her perfume. Not just any perfume. The one I'd given her last Christmas. My stomach dropped. When he fell asleep, I checked his phone. One text changed everything. "You make me feel alive again." From her to my husband. The next morning, I asked her directly, "Are you sleeping with Daniel?" She froze, then laughed. "God, no." "You really think I'd do that?" Her eyes said everything her mouth didn't. By the end of that week, he confessed. Tears, excuses. It just happened. Claire's version was even more insulting. We didn't mean for it to, but we couldn't stop. Like their betrayal was some kind of accident. Like love was a car crash and they just happened to be standing in the road. I didn't scream, didn't cry, didn't even pack a bag. I told them both I forgave them. I smiled. I said, "You two deserve each other." And they believed me, because Claire always believed she was smarter than me, because Daniel thought forgiveness meant weakness. They didn't know that my forgiveness was a weapon, polished, sharp, patient. I moved out quietly into a small apartment across town. I changed jobs, cut contact, and I watched them. Online, through friends, through fake accounts. They got engaged 6 months later. My mother gushed. My father called it fate. I stayed silent, but every photo they posted, every new beginning caption, fueled me. If they wanted to play with fire, I'd show them what burning really meant. The plan began the day I saw Claire's Interior by Claire website. She'd started her own business, styling luxury homes. Of course, she bragged that Daniel helped with networking and finance. Perfect. I spent weeks building a fake identity. New email, new phone number, a LinkedIn profile that could pass background checks. Emma Shaw, property developer, Manhattan. I even hired someone on Fiverr to record a few fake voicemail greetings for my assistant. Then I reached out. Hi, Claire. I've seen your work online. Stunning projects. I'm renovating 3 luxury condos. Are you taking new clients? Her reply came in 20 minutes. Of course she was. Within days, we were on calls, me disguising my voice with a light accent, playing the part of a sophisticated investor. She was desperate to impress. Sent me concept boards, budgets, contracts, all so professional. It almost made me proud. Almost. I told her I wanted exclusivity, that I didn't want her working with other clients while she handled mine. She agreed immediately. I made her sign a contract I'd written myself, legally meaningless, but it looked real enough. Then came the deposits. I told her my finance team required her to front half the furniture cost to secure supplier discounts. She hesitated for a second, then said, "No problem. Daniel can help me move the funds." Of course he could. She sent me invoices for $40,000 worth of furniture that didn't exist. I made fake wire confirmations. She started bragging online about closing her biggest deal yet. The arrogance was almost beautiful. Over the next month, I watched as she drained her savings, took loans, and posted smiling selfies about her luxury project. Every post, every comment, proof that she was digging her own grave. Meanwhile, I sent anonymous tips to Daniel's workplace HR, screenshots of his private DMs with female clients. He'd once bragged to me about how harmless flirting helped him close deals. His boss didn't agree. When he was fired, Claire's perfect world began to crack. It took another 2 weeks for her to realize the company she'd wired money to, Shaw Properties LLC, didn't exist. The website vanished. Emails bounced. She called the number, deactivated. And when she called me begging Emma to respond, she got silence. I waited. I wanted her to feel it. The confusion, the humiliation, the slow, gnawing panic that eats you alive from the inside. The kind of pain that doesn't make you scream right away, but keeps you awake every night wondering when it will end. I didn't steal her money, I just redirected it. To a charity Daniel once mocked me for donating to. Every dollar she lost helped women rebuild after domestic betrayal. Poetic, isn't it? When the business collapsed, she tried to hide it. Deleted posts, closed comments, but the internet never forgets. Screenshots, whispers, creditors calling, her empire of lies crumbled in public. She called our mother crying. Mom begged me to help. "She's your sister," she said. "Don't you remember how close you were?" I remembered. I remembered every secret I kept for her, every lie I told for her. And I remembered the look on her face when she said, "It just happened." So I said, "I'll think about it," then blocked her number. Months passed. Then, one evening, I saw her name again, this time in a local news article. Interior designer accused of fraudulent dealings. It wasn't true. Not really. She wasn't a criminal, just stupid, but perception is everything. Her reputation was gone. Clients vanished. Daniel left her soon after. I heard he's in another city now, dating someone new. Claire moved back with our mother. Broke. Humiliated. Invisible. Last month, I drove to visit her. I don't even know why. Curiosity, maybe. She opened the door, wearing one of my old sweaters. Her hair was dull, her face hollow. She looked at me like a ghost. "Why are you here?" she asked. I said, "To see how it feels to lose everything." She laughed, a bitter, broken sound. "You did this to me, didn't you?" I didn't answer. I just smiled. Because silence, when they know the truth but can't prove it, is the sweetest revenge of all. That night, I went back to my apartment and poured a glass of wine. For the first time, I didn't feel rage or sadness, just emptiness. A clean, quiet kind. I opened her old Facebook profile. The photos, the comments, the version of her that once believed she could take anything and never pay for it. Then I closed the tab and deleted my fake accounts. It was over. Not because she suffered enough, but because she finally became what she made me feel. Alone. And for the first time, I could breathe. I don't know if that makes me a monster. Maybe it does, but monsters aren't born. They're made. And sometimes they're made by people who call you sister. So yes, I destroyed her. Not out of hate, but out of balance. Because I believe in one simple truth. If you burn the people who love you, don't be surprised when they learn how to play with fire.